Those sit? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can come on up and be seated.
Miss Margaret Ann Warner. All right.
I might be in trouble. I'm only called Margaret Ann when I'm in trouble.
Would you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I state your name.
Margaret Ann Warnes,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Missouri
and the state of Missouri
and the provisions of all laws
and the provisions of all laws
affecting cities
affecting cities
of this class. I would adhere
I will adhere
to the ordinances of the city,
to the ordinances of the city,
and I will faithfully
and I will faithfully
demean myself
demean myself
while in office,
the office in which
I was elected
I was elected
for a 4-year term
for a 4-year term
on the 5th day of April,
on the 5th day of April,
2022.
2022.
We got it.
Excuse me, Judge, what's your name?
Donnell Smith.
Gotcha. Peg, you got?
I gotta get my stuff.
Oh, you
Regina Harmon Ward.
All right.
All right, would you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I
I,
state your name.
Regina Harmon Ward,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly
that
swear
I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Missouri
and the state of Missouri
and the provision of all laws
and the provision of all laws
affecting cities
affect the city
of this class. I will adhere
I would adhere
to the ordinances of the city,
the ordinance of the city,
and I will faithfully demean myself
and I will faithfully demean myself
while in office,
while in office,
for which I was elected
which I was elected
for a 4-year term
for a 4-year term
on the 5th day of April,
on the 5th day of April,
2022.
2022.
Congratulations. And last but not least, Alicia Smith. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm blessed. Would you raise your right hand? Thank you. And repeat after me. I state your name.
Alicia Smith,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of Missouri
and the state of Missouri
and the provisions of all laws
and the provisions of all laws
affecting cities of this class.
affecting cities of this class.
I will adhere to
I will adhere to
the ordinances of the city,
the ordinances of the city,
and I will faithfully demean myself
and I will faithfully demean myself
while in office
while in office
for which I was elected
for which I was elected
for a 4-year term
for a 4-year term
on the 5th day of April,
on the 5th day of April,
2022.
2022.
Congratulations. All right, congratulations to all the newly elected officials. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge, for your service tonight.
All right, you're welcome.
All right, in my haste, let me back up and do one other thing, and that is to pledge allegiance to the flag. Over these last year or so, we've not had a flag. We've been on that Zoom. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. For those of you who can and will, we would like you to sign the sign-in sheet so that we can know that you were here tonight on this historic night. This time, we will have a roll call vote. Just roll call, yeah, I'm sorry, just a roll call. Not a vote, just a roll call.
Alderwoman Chapman.
Present.
Alderwoman Hester.
Present.
Alderman Carroll. Alderwoman Warner.
Present.
Alderman Thomas.
Present.
Alderwoman Harmon Ward.
Present.
Alderwoman Dale.
Present.
Alderwoman Smith.
Present.
Mayor Pearson.
Present.
Attorney White Coleman.
Present.
Chief Island.
Present.
You have 7 present, 1 absent. Mr. Mayor.
All righty, thank you for that. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Mayor, I
This
would like
one,
to
okay,
make a motion.
go ahead.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to adopt the original agenda with the exception of item 6 under the agenda. And the reason why we're amending the agenda, according to our ordinance 2418, the agenda is to be sent out 48 hours ahead of time, and that was not done in this instance. So I'm amending, we did have a different agenda to go out, but I'm adopting that we go back to the original agenda and to remove item 6 to go on our next agenda, appointed meeting next month.
I second.
Moving and properly second, on the motion, are there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. All right, motion carries. We will go to public comment. This is going to be your night tonight. Public comment, which you go to the stand, there's no mic there, but just act like you're preaching.
Hello, everyone, all the constituents. I would like to congratulate all the persons, and I wanted to remind the citizens that, if you did not get a chance to complete or sign the petition for the state audit, I do have that available for you to sign. We have over 200 signatures at this time. We still need 708 in order to initiate the state audit. So just see me before you leave, and I'll get your signature. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, just go right up to the mic, yes.
Oh, who is that? Former Alderwoman, Dr. Miranda Von Elliott for Ward 4.
Anyone else? I mean, y'all gonna make this too short of a meeting. I thought we'd be here for at least 45 minutes. All right, no other comments from the audience. Well, you're gonna get a second chance in a minute. So we'll go ahead and dispense with we'll have all the persons' comments, starting with Ward 1. Huh? He's trying to figure it. No, go ahead, Alderwoman, Tappan.
Yes, I would just like to welcome the citizens back to in-person meetings with hopes that we will have 2 options where we give other persons who can't be in person availability on Zoom or by phone. I want to commend you for coming out and voting. I want to encourage those that are in the room to get involved on one of our boards or commissions. It's vitally important because we can't effectively help you if we don't have your help. So if you go on to our website and look under boards and commissions and look at those that you might be interested in. And I'm excited that we have this young woman aboard, and we're ready to get to work.
How
I just want to say thank you, Teresa Hester, new elected, actually I don't have to say elected, but, I just want to thank everyone that came out and voted for me. Because of you guys, I am entrusting you all with me being in this position. I'm able to do the work that is necessary in the community. Knocking off the doors and meeting the people was amazing. This is my first time running for anything, and so I don't like to call myself a politician because I'm not. I'm a servant. I'm doing the work right now in the community as a union organizer in with my local, and so it's allowed me to do the work that I'm going to be doing now in Bell Fountain. And so I just want to say thank you for entrusting me with your vote and to do the work. So thank you.
Alderwoman Pegg,
Thank you.
warn us.
Good
I'm trying
evening.
to warn you.
You're right, warn us. I'm here, okay. I have something, well, good evening, everyone. I have something that I feel is very important if this new board of alderpersons is going to function. 50% of our board is new. We need to work together. We cannot allow what went on for the last 8 months or so to continue. We do not need to agree with each other. We do not need to like each other. However, if we have ordinances that say we must follow Robert's Rules of Order, then we need to follow Robert's Rules of Order. If we don't like it, that's okay, and we can change the ordinance. We can try to revise it to something that is more suitable for our community. But we cannot continue to pick and choose what we want to do or not do. Our city has had a very rough time in the last 8 months or so. I promise to be transparent, and I hope the other people sitting up here will do the same. Our city has had a rough time in the last 8 months or so. We need to listen to our community. We need to listen to our employees. We need to listen to each other. We can do better. Thank you.
Alderman Thomas, Ward 3. First of all, I'd like to welcome Ms. Harmon Ward to the Diaz, and I would like to thank all the citizens that voted for her. I would like to thank all the citizens that voted. The percentage of voters that voted based on population is low, and we have to do something about that. My pledge is to start a voter registration drive that will allow the vote to reflect the people, so that everyone knows that it is your right to vote. A lot of people lost their lives for the right to vote on both sides of the fence. Again, I love and to serve as your alderperson in Ward 3 and for the city of Bell Fountain. And I look forward to working together in unity with the board, because these last 8 months have been something that should never happen again. Should never happen again. Because the citizens are the ones who suffer, the employees are the ones who suffer from us, the board, not doing what the board is supposed to be doing, and that's serving the people and legislating. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I too would like to thank everybody that came out to vote. I too don't consider myself a politician. I'm a public servant. And I consider a politician as a noun, public servant as a verb. That means a course of action. And I've been a public servant most of my life. And that's what I do best. And I thank you all so much for allowing me to advocate for you, okay, because I'm your voice. So what you say matters. And I'm new at this, but I promise you I will do my best at whatever it takes
for us to bring back unity to this community. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank all the citizens, from near and far. Thank you for coming. I'd like to welcome all the new members. Congratulations. I think we're gonna do very, very well. I think we're gonna do really good because we have some. Just a couple of suggestions to the new people. If we keep the people first, that's what we'll do. I mean, that's how we'll succeed. Learn everything there is about municipality related to the fourth class, because we're a fourth class city. If you want to learn from other places, maybe different municipalities that are fourth class cities, they may be able to help us. We can bring it back, help the mayor, help each one of us as cities. Bring new things to the board. Help the mayor if he needs help. Treat this board in this city just like it is with your family. If something goes wrong with your family, you don't put it out on social media. So when we put things out on social media to hurt our city, we hurt our citizens, we hurt each other. And we all know that we're going to all attend the meeting. Find professional people within your ward to help us, because we work for them. To the citizens, try to get to know your neighbors, know everybody. If you got an issue, send it to the mayor, to the chief, or to your alder person. You are our eyes. I'm so excited to have Alicia here. Okay, she's been telling me what to do since 2016. Okay, so now I can give it back to her. She told me today, she said, now you get ready to plant flowers for me. So okay. I think we're gonna have a really good time, and we're gonna support the mayor with whatever he has. It's his vision. He's the mayor. We each have our own ward to do the things that we need to do, and we're gonna lift each other up, hopefully. And I'm glad to see everybody here. Next Tuesday is block unit meeting. We're hopefully going to be meeting in here, and we're going to be doing CPR classes. Everyone is welcome. And thank you so very much.
What time?
That's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Good evening, everyone. I am Alicia Smith, Ward 4. Thank you so much for coming out to vote. It was raining April 5th. It was chilly April 5th. So I appreciate all of your efforts, calls, questions, comments. I appreciate everything every citizen did. Like Teresa mentioned, meeting new neighbors and friends, going door to door. It was a memorable moment. I don't have a whole lot to say, but again, thank you so much, and I hope to see everyone back soon.
Well, thank all of you for your comments. I would be remiss if I didn't mention this note that I got from one of our citizens by the name of Kathy Mason. All of our citizens know her. She don't get out at night anymore, so she sent this, and she asked me to say, to give her congratulations to all of the new board members.
Thank you.
So from Kathy Mason, congratulations.
Thank you.
Also, we're working on getting our Zoom equipment so that we can begin to Zoom our meetings from here, that the citizens at home can Zoom in and participate if possible. That's going to take a little time, take a little money, and I think we can get it done. I am so happy to have this board to hear your comments of unity, your comments of love and respect for your city. The city should come before any of our personal issues. And I think we can do marvelous things if we put aside personal issues and if we don't care who get the credit for what this city does. Bethel Neighbors has a shrinking tax base, and it has to be fixed. I don't care who the mayor is. If you don't fix that, this city is going to continue to go down. And you cannot fix it without a cooperating board. The board passes resolutions. They pass an ordinance for the mayor to operate by. And if you don't pass them, you stop me right in my tracks. So I believe that this board will want to see the progress of this city, and it's my job to produce that progress. And I intend to do it. And so we're having, there is a National Day of Prayer, which is Thursday, May 5th. We're going to participate. We're going to be in the front of the rec center. We'll gather at noon. It's a National Day of Prayer from noon to 1 hour. We're going to be praying for our city, praying for our state, our country, and the world. It does not matter what we do in Bethel Neighbors if everything around us is crumbling. Just look at Ukraine and you can see nobody's safe unless we all work together. So thank you so much. We got some hors d'oeuvres over there. I don't know if they've been put out or not. Are they out? Oh, hallelujah. So I want you to hang around and mingle, shake hands, and get to know one another, get to know your neighbors and all of that. And you got my lady, your mother. Give me her name right quick. Gwen Harmon. Gwen, yeah, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. I haven't seen her in years, but you look good. Also, the next thing on our agenda, and I don't want everybody to jump up at the same time, and that is public comment. 3 minutes each. Please, come right on.
Dwayne Elliott, 1137 Joliet Drive. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
It is so nice to have so many citizens out viewing what's going on in our city in the board meeting. It is nice to have the board all sitting up and ready. I appreciate the comments that were made in regards to the dedication to the work of the city, putting people first. And I think really the only thing that I want to look for is when I think back over the past couple of years, I tried to think of what significant impact has been made by legislation that's come through the city or something like that, and I could not remember anything memorable that was generated by the board and from the mayor. And so with this pledge from everyone to do work, one of the things that I want to see in every meeting is some initiative that's going to move us forward. Because if we don't do anything forward, if we can have a beautiful board, which we do, we can have a wonderful mayor, we can have wonderful citizens, but if we are not making progress consistently, then we are not moving forward. We're still stuck in the same place. And so the thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to look for those things that indicate change coming in our city to make our city better. And if I don't see anything, I'm going to say something, and I encourage you to do so as well. Because if we don't hold our older people accountable for change, then change cannot happen.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
tried to put lipstick on and a mask. And it's in the mask.
That's all.
Thank you, Alderwoman. First of all, I am just pleased and proud to see you all sitting here. I am overjoyed, completely overjoyed. Alderwoman Warnes made a comment earlier regarding Robert's rules and any other kind of ordinance that we have and how we all need to adopt them and stand by them. You all should be getting something from the Missouri Municipal League entitled Newly Elected Official Handbook, something like that. I pulled it up. Under council procedures, it states, Missouri law does not require a municipality to adopt rules or procedures, though they provide that they may do so. It is common practice for a city council either to adopt such rules of their own as it may determine. It needs to, if they determine it needs to be provided. If so, Robert's rules should be its guide. So, I looked at the word guide. It means exactly what we all think it means, guide. For most cities, Robert rules are more complex and extensive than needed. A condensed rule of order is included in the appendix in this chapter. I read that because the city got derailed on Robert rules. That's what started derailing us. Every I wasn't dotted according to the rule. Every T wasn't crossed according to the rule. And this city has operated since 1950. I don't know how long the Roberts Rule Ordinance has been there, but never has any board or any citizen been held to the standard of Robert rules than the previous board held us to. That's not fair. I believe Robert's Rules was used as a way to maybe manage the city. Robert's Rule is used to manage the meeting.
That's right.
Period. That's where Robert's Rules stops. Mayor, this board approved $475 for one alderperson to attend a master class in Robert Rules. I don't know if anyone else was benefit of any of that learning, but we as citizens paid for it, so I think that we probably should have more than one citizen one elected official who is astute in what Robert Rules stands for and means. That's my opinion. Regarding social media, I really have a love-hate relationship with them, more hate recently, because we had a lot of dirty linen that was aired in public media. Nothing changed. It's just we aired the dirty linen. So we as citizens decided we didn't want that linen to be floating out like that, and so we voted it out of office. We are asking for you all, please don't make that same mistake and air dirty linen. According to what the Post said, our city attorney was fired, and there she sits in all her glory. So we cannot believe everything that we read in the Post or next door, which in my opinion has become a rag. I know that the city website is horrible. I am asking that the board make a conscious effort to improve our city website so citizens can get information regarding the city business on the city website. It is not to infringe on anyone else's First Amendment rights. I love the First Amendment. But when you are disseminating hateful, mean, inaccurate information, we all suffer. Lastly, Alderwoman Harmon Ward, your victory is particularly sweet to me because the mayor attempted several times to have the citizens of Ward 3 represented. And every time your name and that item was on the agenda, we suddenly had no one to vote for that. And you have completed the oath that you said, and everybody did. The very first thing was to uphold the laws of the Constitution. That's representation. Your citizens of your ward were denied that. So I'm very happy to see you stand there. Mayor, we will continue as citizens to do all we can to support you. Any help you need, we're here to help. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Marquita Carter, 1270 St. Cyr. I just want to congratulate each and every one of you. Thank you. And I like everything that y'all said. And I'm not going to say I'm gonna, because I'm gonna do nothing. So I'm just glad about what we're going to do, because we're going to do it, right? Just do it. Don't talk about it, be about it. So I'm just looking at everybody that's here. You know, we take a lot of stuff for granted. And at a time such as this, we need each other. You may think that you don't need your neighbor. You may not even speak to your neighbor. You might not even like your neighbor, but you're going to need them. So we have to be what we want. Even if your neighbor is not doing that, we have to be what we want. If we want love, we have to show love. And if we want peace, we have to be peaceful. And you might not agree, but you got to agree to disagree, but get the business handled. So at a time such as this, and we gather together and ain't nobody dead, we need to be happy. We need to eat some of that food, because it ain't nobody dead, and we just need to just celebrate what's real. I love each and every one of you with the love of the Lord.
Thank you.
I don't know you, I don't have to love you, but it seems like people tend to love on people when something's wrong, something bad happens. You know, and you never know I even liked you until something bad happened, because I never spoke, I never waved at you, I never even just smiled at you. I just mind my business. Well, this is our business. This is our business. Mind your business, mind your business. When you see stuff, it ain't no snitching.
Right.
We ain't telling. You can help somebody. But if you keep quiet and then after it all over, you say, well, I seen that. I don't even want to hear the story. Because if you seen it and didn't say nothing, it don't even matter.
It didn't happen.
Pretty much so, it didn't happen, right? So, let us just think on this day that we was denied. Pandemic hit, everything changed, people can't talk, now you want to smile, but you got a mask on, can't nobody see you, and now you don't recognize them. You used to act like you didn't see me when I didn't have a mask. Now you ain't got to do that, right? So you all carry on and have a good evening.
Thank you.
This is my last comment. There are 3 citizens that's on the Zoom, so I invited them on next door. And I would say this, I joined the board because I had an interest in legislating. That began to change. We can serve the community, but the governing board role is to legislate. So we have ordinances that specifically say that we have adopted Robert's Rule of Order. So that's what we should see in order for the meeting to be organized and structured. In addition to that, we have to continue transparency, because anything that you saw is because of the behaviors that were taking place. If the behaviors no longer exist, then there's nothing to capture as negative. So I just charge the board to be positive, to do what's right. You have a new board structure. You all have a relationship that matters, but legislating is the priority of your roles, and I'm looking for you all to do that, because I'm still a citizen. I'm not going to be like the other alderperson who left the city and didn't come back and be involved in what's going on. Accountability is the measure that we have to project as citizens, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. As a former alderperson, I am now serving on the school board, so you will hear more about what's going on in education, because we just have a hybrid board now, because we have 2 people who have been elected, so we now have a 7-member board. There's a lot of things that's happening in our community around education, but it has to be joint. So if the city is working well, the school district is working well, we'll get more people into our community. They'll be excited about living here and not wanting to leave, but accountability has to be priority. So the practice of whatever you do in your house, you keep in your house, you got to do what's right in your house, because we've had predators that people didn't talk about in our house. That's not what governance is about. So we want to do what we can to focus on improving our community. Thank you.
Right. Anyone else? Joe Knight, you may not get another chance to speak.
So, I just want to say hello to everyone, and Mayor Pearson, Teresa, the board. So, my name is Levi Evans, and I am the assistant to the president of UFCW Local 655. And I just want to let you all know that you got a friend in labor. And, you know, I was fortunate enough, I'm about to break down and cry. I was fortunate enough to run across Teresa Hester, and I got her into the labor movement. Tommy Pearson, he's just been a friend and an ally of Local 655. We are the largest union here in the state of Missouri. We represent all the folks in the grocery stores. I just wanted to say, let you all know from President Cook, which is, he's a dynamic, incredible president. You got a friend in labor, and if there's anything that you guys need help, we're extending our hand. We will be there for you, okay?
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you, Levi. I worked with him around sickle cell for a few years, and then Teresa as well.
And we thank you.
All right, let's, well, let me see here. I guess it's time to wrap. Let me look at my agenda before I wrap, because, you know, I get in a hurry.
Mayor,
And when I'm hungry, too.
I make a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
You make a motion to meeting be adjourned?
Yes, sir.
Who make a second? It's been moved and properly seconded that the meeting be adjourned. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposers nay. Meeting's adjourned. Bless the food and bless y'all that eat it.